Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some stocks on the move today. I'm Nathan Hager, joined by Bloomberg's Dan Curtis on a pretty historic morning to some extent. Dan, we have word that a weight loss pill is finally going to be sold in the U.S. very soon, and that is having a big impact on Novo Nordisk stock this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. That's right, 7%, because I don't want the listeners to be in suspense. That's how much shares are up, because it was a great tease. 7%, that's how much the shares of Novo Nordisk are up after that approval to sell the pill version of its blockbuster obesity shot Wegovy. So the approval starts now. People will be eating plenty at Christmas because the pill won't go in until early January, just in time for those New Year's resolutions. The company says it'll cost about $150 a month for customers who pay in cash. And the big part of this announcement is that they are getting a head start over their major competitor in the space, Eli Lilly. Eli Lilly, whose injectable version has been doing very well and letting Eli Lilly shares outperform this year. They are a few months behind. They could get approval for their own competitor pill in March. So this is really giving Novo Nordisk a boost towards the end of the year, a year where it could use some upside. It's down 44% this year just because it's been losing out in the space to Eli Lilly, which is up 40% this year. So a little bit of good news going into the year end for Novo Nordisk holders.
Yeah, certainly with that announcement. And that wasn't the only one. Of course, we've been reporting on President Trump announcing this new so-called Trump class of warships that he's got coming down the pike. I've got to think that's having an impact on defense-related shares this morning.
It is indeed. So Huntington Ingalls, they're a military contractor. They make a lot of ships. And as part of that announcement, there's the Trump-class battleship. There's also going to be a new frigate, which the president said will be built by Huntington Ingalls. So that's helping support the shares. Those are up 5% in pre-market. The volume's pretty light, but that's still a pretty strong move. The new frigate is dubbed the FFX. It comes out about a month after the Navy cut back orders for Constellation-class frigates. The previous ships were a legacy from Trump's first administration, and those ships have been beset by troubles. So while this is an early announcement, production could be a long ways off, but when it comes about, it's set to be built at Huntington Ingalls Newport News shipyard down in Virginia.
Okay. I think we should probably take a look at how the Warner Brothers, Discovery, Netflix, Paramount Skydances of the world are doing with the bidding war continuing. What's going on there?
Yeah, it's ever shifting. Those stocks are just drifting up a little bit in the pre-market. And right now, as you've been talking about, Larry Ellison came out yesterday to personally back Paramount's bid to Netflix. That has not really changed Warner Brothers management's suggestion. They are still recommending that the shareholders back Netflix's offer. And just as a quick reminder, Paramount is offering $30 a share for the whole company. Netflix is offering a little bit less, $27.75 a share for the stock, but that's for just the streaming and studio businesses. That would allow Warner to spin off the cable networks before the deal, which would unlock more value for shareholders, which is why they're recommending that deal that's a little bit below on a per-share basis.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.